Today is 15 June 2015. My name is Dana Dan. We will see 5 different pairs and setups. Euro dollar, pound, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, so before we begin, our standard is disclaimer. Online education materials are available on our markets as Estonia for a global audience. Therefore, please take into consideration that information in this session may not be suitable for everyone. To get a corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, please visit www.admirmarketsglobal.com, select your country of residence, and contact an appropriate entity. There is disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for the information accuracy. The analysis represents the personal opinion of the author, it's me, and in no way it represents the actual suggestion for the trade. These are not MK's opinions, and the website in the video is not a .co.uk website, but the globally used.com website. Forex is risky business, and this should not be taken as advice. It's a personal opinion only, and this webinar is for informational and educational purposes only. So with having said that, we are ready to proceed. Release disclaimer about and advices about our session recap trades for all people who have been visiting and all newcomers. Okay, so you need to give price a breathing room. Okay, you usually enter within 5 to 10 pips of the predicted level if it's in agreement with your system. You always need to respect your stop loss and add the spread to your stop loss. If you are buying and making pending orders, you need to add the spread to your buy pending order. Usually we take one position, okay? First touches of the zones and levels are most profitable ones, okay? And usually it goes like that. So first touches are usually the most profitable ones. Position trades are trend trades and alternative trades are counter trend trades. Breakout trades and scalp trade levels are done independently, so they can be usually a second entry. Usage of trailing stop is highly recommended, especially if we have some strong situations developing, such as Greek Eurozone news or some big events. So there is always, you should always use trailing stop once you're in profit. So these setups which I'm presenting are valid for today, tomorrow, and sometimes the day after tomorrow, okay? Scalp trades should be done at or very close to important support resistance levels. Those are calculated by historical levels and Camarilla. Usually you add these levels to your system, and always pay attention to my Twitter updates, because my Twitter updates usually will tell you that we can either buy a pair maybe, or we can even reverse maybe, or sell if something happens during the trade, which is already happening. Okay, so sometimes and very often I may tell you, okay, now it's very good time to make your to take your profit or to secure your profit. Or very often, if it happens, I may tell you, okay, now the thing is we will have some big news and big momentum. So guys, try to secure your profit if you're in the profit, okay? So very occasionally I may say that, okay? Just let's do a quick sound check. The sound should be okay. Let's just confirm if you can hear me fine. Yeah, okay, I see the confirmation that the sound is okay. So guys, for all of you who have sound problems, possibly if you use wireless correction, usually that's because of your wireless connection. But I still can see here that the sound is good indeed, okay? Okay, if something happens with the sound, then try to relog, guys. because I also have confirmation that sound is okay. So let me check from my part again. Okay, maybe is it better now, or it is the same? It should be better. Yes. Okay. Let's see. The sound should be better now, indeed. Okay. Okay. So you all know about it. We all gone through this a lot of times. So pips pool is the maximum available number of pips you could have got on recap entries. Okay. Now let's see previous week results. Depending on entry on euro dollar, you could have made either -20 or +50. Okay. Pound dollar was good for 60. Australian dollar good for 60. Euro yen good for 40. And euro dollar was even, it was even better than +50. 260 pools, euro dollar was a trade of the week. So we had buy breakout at 12.75 for profitable trade. I told you guys the only thing I could see shorts was sell around 12.50 with stop loss 12.70. If 12.75 is hit, we should see a breakout. And that happened. Okay? So if you tried a sell trade, you would have been stopped out around 12.50. But the breakout trade was exceptionally good. It hit 13.45, and even later again, well, we don't trade it usually the second time, but you can see where it went. Okay, so euro dollar was very good trade. This breakout was very good. Okay, it hit 30.50. Pound dollar sell 53.20 and 53.80 was stop loss. Initially we sold it here, then we got some drawdown, and then bang, it hit 52.56. I think I was tweeting it that it's good to take some 20-30 pips, but eventually that was some 60 pip pool, but 30 pips was also good, considering that pound was sold off a little bit later. So this was a good one. Again, pound dollar. Australian dollar, maybe I can say that Australian dollar was the trade of the week, just because it hit our level for sell, and then immediately it was sold with a big strength, hitting our target. Okay, so some 60 pips on Australian dollar. If some of you took even more, even better, but we got some 60 pips from this trade, and it was very good trade. And I told you to be very worried about the trade, because we had NAB business confidence news, and those news tend to move the market. Okay, and you can see the price went to our entry, and afterward we can see that the price was respected, and that we indeed saw a great drop. So 77.10 was our entry, stop loss was at 77.40. Okay, and 76.50 was the target, and the target has been achieved. But even if you were trail stopped earlier, still a good profit. And New Zealand dollar, guys, we also had some good profitable trade from New Zealand dollar. I told you to sell at 71.40. Okay, this is the level where we sold. Stop loss was 71.65, and it made some 60 pips before retrace. So again, good profit by New Zealand dollar. Okay, so let's see now what we can, and dollar yen, which again was not giving us any chance to trade, because basically what happened is we didn't have any possible trade on dollar yen. It's a bit rangy. So today we will not try to trade any dollar yen. We have better pairs to trade. But the first thing I want to tell you about euro dollar is euro dollar, guys, is still in downtrend, but it's ranging. So position trading is really dangerous if you want to trade it on intraday level. Because you see, price is going up and down. It's just being the only price movers now for euro dollar is Greece. So investors and traders do not think about anything except Greek news, Greece versus eurozone. So everything can happen. Okay, from purely technical perspective, guys, this is the only thing I can imagine at this point. Sell position with stops at 1470 and targeting 0945 to 0900. That is the only thing I can think of at this point, because at this point we don't have any technical trading with euro dollar. This what is happening and what has been happening with euro dollar was basically trading news, rumors, telltales, and all that was done close to those technical levels. But I don't like to trade intraday now in euro dollar before the situation clears. So you can see it from this chart also. We are trapped in some sort of triangle. It looks like it could be a bearish triangle, okay? But still, I'm particularly not fond, as I say, of making some intraday positions. If you want to trade euro dollar, it's for me at this point, it's okay to sell into rallies, but stops should be at 1470. Okay, 1470 should be stops because if the price spikes up after some deal, I don't think it can go above this level. So it was previous triple top, 1, 2, 3, almost 5 times top, and you can see it here again. So I don't think that, and look, it was rejected from this region, rejection. So I don't think it can go more than that. But because you want to sell with a clearly defined stop loss, your risk should not be big. So calculate your risk and try to go with 0.3 or 0.5 per risk per this trade, because even if we see a deal, and I think we should see some deal between euro dollar, between eurozone and Greece. You know, guys, it's in no one's interest to see Greece out of eurozone, and still I think that there might be some still there might be some good negotiations between Mr. Spiras, Prime Minister of Greece, and Eurozone leaders. Because I think there is still a room for a possible solution. And I think that traders are perceiving now that we can have a deal very soon. Okay, guys, do you hear me? Just confirm that you can hear me. I think that you can hear me, but let's, because I see that there is no sound. So yeah, there is a sound. I don't know. Maybe it's some internet connection. So I apologize again, guys, if sound is not so clear. I don't have any problems, but I don't know why. Well, that's internet correct connection, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, I don't know. I will not restart my computer now. So let's see. I think that we will have the sound. Okay. So occasional interrupts, whatever, well, we can deal with it, right? So guys, yeah, if you want to sell euro dollar, the only thing I can see here is sell with 1470 stop loss. Where to sell, you need to decide. You can sell now with small lot size, having in mind that you can go with 0.3, 0.5 risk per trade. It's not a big risk, okay? Uh, Still, as I was saying, I I think there might be a solution, there might be a deal, and traders are basically buying into dips at this point. So they're buying into dips, and I think that euro dollar can rally to this level, close to this level, 1380, maybe 1400, and then it should be sold. Technically, it should be sold because even if there is a solution to Greece, that's only throwing the problems under the carpet because I don't think really that Greece can at this point can manage with all requirements needed for their remedy. Okay, so be very careful. And welcome, Ilya. You didn't miss anything. So I'm talking about euro dollar now at this point. So I think that euro dollar could be sold with 1470 stop, guys. But have in mind risk. Risk now is very important. If you want to trade, then trade with a low risk, and low risk means 0.3 to 0.5 per trade. So if you use I don't know 200 pip stop loss and you have small account, then you go with 0.01 or something like that. Okay, because really this is not the best pair to trade now because it is strictly driven by possible solution or no solution to Eurozone and Greece. So there is no technical trading here at all at this point. Okay, but it will be sold, so we will be having some setups again as soon as the problem has been solved one way or another. Okay, pound dollar, well, pound dollar is definitely an uptrend, as you could read on my analysis, which I did on Friday. Pound dollar I think is targeting 57.00. So if it drops to 54.20 now, maybe if euro tanks down, maybe we could see also some interim weakness of pound dollar, and you can buy it. So I think that pound is targeting 57.00, and pound is really strong. So if you read the analysis, guys, I think that everything is clear so far. I will show you now. Okay, the screen here. So I think, let me see where I put the article. Okay, it was here as I remember. Okay, yeah. So this is basically what I have the setup, and I was saying that pound is bullish. It is bullish. Okay, it is bullish, and basically the pound was bought into dips, and it's targeting 57.00. And from this perspective, I really can see longs 54.20, 53.90, 57.00. But the thing is, you can see the price is heavily going to the upside now, so I'm not sure that we can see some retracement. The level maybe which you can try to go with a long trade is possibly, okay, this, and if it retraces before it makes a new high, okay, you can try to go here at 55.15 also. Okay, 55.10, but your stop loss should be below 61.8, which is below the hammer at 54.80. Okay, so that is maybe the only thing which I can see now after retracement. I will write it down now so you can use this information also. Possible by around 155.15, stop loss 154.80, targeting 157.00. Okay, as I say, let me just zoom it in. Okay, this is the plan. Now, as I say, treat the second possible trade setup carefully, but you can see this is zigzag. This is a zigzag, and you see that the euro dollar, it's really going up. So maybe 13.20 to 13.50 is good level to short with stops. But even if you short it earlier, you should have done it with a lower risk. So, but pound is really relentless. It's a strength in pound pair, in pound currency, and strength in pound dollar. So this is the confluence where we can possibly see some. You see, this is clear uptrend. Okay, this is clear uptrend. So if it goes below this point here, it will bounce back in the channel. So it still could be an uptrend, but an uptrend with a lower momentum. This is now bigger momentum, and this is where we can really find some trades. So 55.15, and eventually guys, if it drops to this point again, but I think if it drops here, it will go slowly to the upside, because this is a channel which is made of uptrend trend lines. Okay, this is uptrend trend line, this is uptrend trend line, and pay attention how it perfectly mates for a channel. So even if it dips here, where I told you it might have dipped, okay, still again you can see it here. This is uptrend, this is clear. So we don't do anything but buying into dips, guys. Okay, pound dollar, look at euro dollar. Is there some news now? Let me check this, guys. I'm always following Forex Live. Yeah, it's only about Fed hike. Okay, they will do that probably on September, but I don't think there will be a July hike, so September will be date for hike. Oh well, nothing new here, guys. So everything is clear, right? So clear uptrend on pound dollar. And now let's move to Australian dollar. Okay, Australian dollar, well, monetary policy meeting minutes, guys. Okay, the question, hello, how high you think cable can get to? Jen is asking. Jen, I think cable is targeting 57 as the first target, then we will see. So 57 is the first target. Australian dollar, we will have monetary policy meeting minutes. So guys, be careful about this pair, because if this happens, we can see nasty price action. And you know what I mean when I say nasty price action. What do you see here? Now tell me, do you see anything special? Do you see a pattern here on this chart? Tell me, do you see something? Range, Moders is saying range, yes, but still pay attention a little bit better. Do you see some pattern here on Australian dollar 1 hour chart? Okay, tell me. Camel, no, it's not a camel pattern. Okay, head and shoulders, yes, inverse head and shoulders, guys. Inverse, also called reverse head and shoulders, indeed. Pay attention to this price action starting from this point to this point. Do you see the same as I do? Left head right, left head right, okay? So this is indeed a reverse head and shoulders. Place Fibonacci here to double top. Look for confluence point. Do you see a confluence point here? This is the confluence point. Look at the intersection of a horizontal upper trend line aligning with 78.6 retracement. Now, what we can expect from this pair is, if monetary policy meeting minutes is a little bit dovish, maybe we could see a drop to 77.00, where we could try to buy towards 78.00, but use trailing stop, because this is volatile news. Okay, use trailing stop. Do not forget about trailing stop. Use it if it happens. Okay. So drop, buy, bang from this point. Target is 78.00 because the pair is still ranging. Okay. It even on 4-hour time frames, it's slowly grinding to the upside. But now the question is it strong enough to break this? We don't know yet. So the target is 78, but I would be looking to buy at the bottom of the right shoulder, as I teach you guys. How do we trade head and shoulders and reverse head and shoulders? Some say reverse, some say inverse. We can call it reverse head and shoulders. You can trade it from the bottom of the right shoulder, or you can take a trend line or neckline break. I don't want to go when the price is too high, because it can be very, very nasty, because you see neckline has already been broken here at this point here. Okay, let me adjust this trend line. So okay, this is some sort of neckline here which was broken. Now you can also adjust it that it looks like this, but basically you see it's still going down. So I would really go here. Okay, yes, AUD is strengthening, and if it drops here, we can try to buy it. Really, the stop loss is not too big, only 30 pips, so we can go for some nice amount of pips. Okay, now we have a pair, New Zealand dollar and Australian. New Zealand is in downtrend, and now we still sell into rallies. If you remember my analysis of New Zealand dollar, guys, let me find it. I did also with Admiral Market, but let's see. Okay, technical analysis. You remember this analysis of mine, and I told you that the target will be 69.50, and we indeed have, and we had a target and it was achieved. But I still think that New Zealand dollar should be sold into rallies. Okay, yes, it was cut, but basically guys, it was cut, but the target was achieved. Okay, and I told you today, if you read my analysis today, that we could really see some pips from 77.10. Okay, this was the analysis. Okay, and what happened here is we indeed saw a drop. So I hope that you made some money. It was 30 pips from today's analysis of New Zealand dollar. Okay, if you took the trade which I propose here, you could have made 30 pips. Now let's make another pips. Let's make a lot more pips on New Zealand dollar. As I told you, this could be initial rejection of the price. So I would like to see a bigger rejection. Bigger rejection of the price should come in around these levels here, okay? Around these levels there. 70.80, 71.20 is the stop loss, and 69.00 is the target. So this zone here, pay attention. If New Zealand dollar rallies up, I would be first to sell it, okay? Definitely, guys. Definitely first to sell it, okay? So yes, it's good, 30 pips for today, because you see there is no big range on New Zealand dollar. But if it goes here, 71.20, and selling zone is 70.70 to 70.90. So 70.70 to 70.90, I wrote 70.80, but you need to pay attention. Try to get some pending orders divided, 70.70, 70.80, 70.90, but do it with a risk in your head. So overall risk for this trade should not be bigger than 0.8%, okay? 71.20 is stop loss, 69.00 is TP. Possible sell scalp 77, okay? A possible sell scalp. So pay attention, guys. Price can go up this level, but what do we do? We sell it. We sell it because this is selling into rallies. Now, Australian dollar is getting strong. New Zealand is weak. What do we do with Australia and New Zealand? Okay, guys, let me ask you, what do we do with Australia and New Zealand? Okay? When one currency pair is strong and the other currency pair is weak, of course, Darshan is right. We buy Australian dollar, New Zealand. This pair is strong, this currency is strong, this currency is weak. Bang, it will go up, right? Let's align technical with fundamentals, okay? So, let's see. 1.0950 to 30 with a stop loss of 1.0890, targeting 1.1200. Look at this. Very strong movement. And you see a retail gap here, okay? Now, if there is a bearish movement on Australian dollar, there could be that the gap could be closed, but we will go long because Australian dollar, even with a bearish monetary policy meeting minutes, is still stronger than New Zealand. So if Australian dollar gets a little bit weakened after monetary policy minutes, it still will be stronger than New Zealand. Judging from fundamental views, judging from technical views, and from traders' bias. Okay? So if the gap is closed, go long here. But pay attention to this level also, because it could also reject from this region. Now it's up to you. We can go long here, and also we can go long here. So again, because these are risk events now, you cannot trade these days as you would normally trade currency pairs. Maybe if you use 0.5 lots per trade, now it's the time to use 0.25, half your initial lot size, because you can place a pending here and pending there, but the overall risk size should be not bigger than 0.5%. If you traded with 0.5 lots on 0.5% of risk, now you can divide it 0.25, 0.25. Okay, risk should be no more than 0.5% because now market is not, you can trade Forex in risk mode, you can trade Forex as proper hedge fund trading mode. Okay, I call it proper hedge fund trading because when you trade with big money, guys, it's enough if you make only 2 or 3 or 5%. You can still gamble with Forex because it's obvious if you have $500 or 10 or maybe $1,000 account, you need to make bigger risk because that is the only way to grow up your account faster. But if you have bigger account, then you go with lower risk size. And my recommendation is always try to go with low risk size, unless you want to try to build your account in a faster way. So then you can obviously use a bigger risk. But guys, if you want to go with a, how to say, my advised way of trading, then these days are for low risk trading. Definitely. We don't know, I speculate there will be a Greece and Eurozone deal. I think because if Greece gets out of the Eurozone, it will create additional problems for creditors, for Italy, for Spain, for Ireland, and that could be a chain reaction which Eurozone officials do not want to gamble with. Okay. So guys, I still think that there can be a solution to Greece and Eurozone problems, but then you know the setup and go with the lower risk. That's most important thing now. Go with the lower risk. The question, Nenad, can you please tell me what are those green and red lines on your chart and how do you draw them? These lines, green and red, that is MACD 2-line indicator. This is a manually drawn line. You can do it like this. This is Camarilla indicator, so that is everything. Okay. A question I want to ask you: if you're planning a new webinar about binaural beats and other techniques to improve trading psychology. Yes, I'm planning that, and I will be scheduling binaural beats trading, binaural and psychology trading, guys, on in August. And please be very pay special attention to that webinar, because I will also talk about dreaming and how you can improve your trading while having lucid dreams. Okay, and that is a thing which I have been testing, and it really does great things to your mind while you're sleeping. So that is one of the ways how you can improve your trading. But there is a special webinar. We will talk about some psychology stuff and maybe some stuff which you are not accustomed into, but I will teach you. I will try to squeeze every single atom of energy of you, and I want to get you on the right and proper tracks for trading. Okay, binaural beats, special ways of meditation. Okay, which I have been doing with some Indian friends. That is a good thing, guys, believe me. And I will teach you how to get additional edge in your trading. You need to be psychologically fit and you need to be physically fit. So yes, I'm preparing a webinar about it, and it will be held on August, when we don't have to think a lot about trading, because in August trading will be suppressed a little bit. So I always listen to binaural beats, and I always do meditation before I make some big trading decisions. Not every day, of course, but at least a couple of times per week. So you need to be also psychologically fit, okay, for that kind of trading. So yes, we will talk about it. Now, one more thing about Australia and New Zealand. There are two possible trading levels. This is the first level here, so pay attention to it. And this is the second area to go long. This first area is also good for scalp trades, and this is good for positional trades. So do not think about guys doing a big risk. So this is your buy position, but also a buy position could kick in here around 12:10, 12:15, okay? Helvegen is saying, that's so great, Nenad meditates before great trading decisions. I like the webinar. Yes, we need to do it, guys, because there is a lot of wisdom which can be found uh, all over the world, and we should use the wisdom to make our trading more powerful, okay? So meditation, yoga practicing, binaural beats, those are things which can improve our trading. And I will show you how, but I'm really looking forward to do these kind of webinars with you guys, because that is really something special, and that is very, very, very interesting, inspiring, believe me. Yes, Eastern philosophy rocks. As Darshan is saying, I agree with that. Eastern philosophy rocks, really. And I have a lot of friends in India who have been teaching me a lot of stuff, not particularly about the trading, but about psychological management, about being calm when you trade, about being calm when you lose, and about some great things in my life. And I will pass some of the knowledge I have been receiving also to you. So that, as I say, that will be held in August. So guys, I will roll on through these slides again so you can pay attention to it. And of course, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me. New Zealand scalp 77, 12 or 71. 12, let's see. No, New Zealand is sell. New Zealand is sell. 70.80 is sell, 71.20 stop loss. There could be another scalp trade on New Zealand here, guys, at 70.12, but still it happened. You know, when I say, guys, the first touch is always the best. It happened. It already happened here at 4 p.m. platform, so it's 3 p.m. GMT plus 2, 1 p.m. GMT. You could have made 3 pips, but pay attention to this, okay? Yes, dollar CAD, I will do that, of course. But let me roll on through these slides again, and then I will show you, okay? So you can snapshot this if you want. Okay, euro, dollar, pound. Australian dollar. New Zealand dollar. And Australia and New Zealand. Okay, and now we can go to dollar CAD. Let's see dollar CAD and euro dollar. Yes, euro dollar again. Sure. This is euro dollar. Lord Tarantula. Darshan, funny. Would you care to share your views on pound yen? Yes. Immediate move in the short term. Yes. Pound yen and dollar CAD. Dollar CAD and pound yen. Look at this previous webinar. Look how good this is, really, these lines. So yes, let's see. Dollar CAD, I'll use New Zealand. Dollar CAD. This looks like uptrend, definitely. But because euro dollar now is going up, dollar CAD is going down. So euro dollar is negatively correlated to dollar CAD. And I particularly think that there is no real weakness in this pair. But euro dollar is dragging this pair down. So tricky question. I would need some time to redo the analysis, but this is breakout now. This is breakout happening on dollar CAD. Breakout to the downside. Yes, definitely L3 is level to watch some reaction if it happens. So 2290 could be the target now for this breakout, which exactly happened at 2319. So now it's breaking down. It could bring euro dollar more to the upside. So this is going down, this is going down. Watch reaction at this level here. Watch for reaction. But I'm not sure this, well, I would not trade this. One of the reasons I didn't make any dollar CAD analysis is basically this is flat top ascending triangle, which is now breaking in lower direction. You see euro dollar is going up, this is going down, negative correlation, okay? Negative correlation. The question, I mentioned cable is headed to 57, but you mentioned to buy 54.20. Yes, but I also mentioned that you could buy pound at 55.15, stop loss 54.80, target is 57.00. So you can also watch for 55.15 buy with stop loss 54.80 and target 57. So this is another buy position. Okay. You see what is happening with dollar CAD now. I think it should show some reaction because there were some historical buyers at this region. Okay. So pay attention to this. That is the only thing I can say. But I'm more concerned about euro dollar because euro dollar is now getting some momentum really to the upside. So, well, I wouldn't sell Modris dollar CAD now, really. It went 13, 14 pips from selling point. I was teaching you how to do breakout trading. So this was a triangle and this is still a triangle, but now it's broken. And this swing was broken. So just 1 pip or 2 pip below this swing, you could have gone with trigger happy trade. There was some retest, now it's proceeding. It's yeah, from pivot, exactly. So this is basically, but I wouldn't go on a sell now, really. It could be profitable, but I want to trade those first touches. You can scalp few pips here and there if you want, but pay attention to this level. And also, guys, do not forget about correlation, because you see dollar CAD is going down, euro dollar is going up. So if euro dollar will go more to the upside, then definitely, guys, dollar CAD will go more to the downside. And you see it's trying to hit this H3, which stands at 1336. But well, there is some resistance here, so we will see. We could try to sell it here but this is ultimate stop loss. Okay, if this is broken, then we could see upper levels on euro dollar. Okay, so pay attention to this and do it with a low risk, as I say. Okay, and Darshi was asking for pound yen, of course. Pound yen trade. Okay, let me put it on dollar. Oh, well, we can do it on Australian dollar. Pound yen. Wow, a strong uptrend. Strong uptrend, really, here. Because this is basically, as you know, this is V-shaped reversal, but this is definitely this turned into some ascending scallop pattern here, and the movement is just yeah. This is breaking out from H3 point now on 1 hour time frame. Definitely support is here. Then we have additional support somewhere at this region, and this is uptrend. So judging from this perspective, you should pay attention to 192.50 because close 4-hour close above this level will target 192.96. Even 1 hour close could give you some momentum to the upside because yen session will start I can say soon, but it will start in next 8 hours. So this is uptrend, and if you want to go long, you should buy into dips definitely. But the first, as you can see, 192.20 and 192 is the level to try to go long. Target should be 192.90, and there is a possible breakout of this level here, which basically would signal the pair to continue to go up, up, and up, because you can see historical levels, near-term history was broken, and now it's going up, 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 and I think that this pair is still has a good momentum to the upside. So yes, it's targeting 92.50 and 92.90 in the short term, and there is also a trend line here. You can see it here very clearly. Okay, here you can also see a trend line. Let's see. Yeah, basically, look, this really has the power to go more to the upside because this is inner trend line. It was broken. 1, 2, look, 3. Look at this touch. 4 touches, and this is a channel now. This is now a bullish channel. So basically, look, broken trend line that we had, if you remember, on pound dollar. Look, inner trend line broken. Even if it dips back into up channel, pound yen, same thing. Dipped a little bit, but still strong up channel. Okay. So that is pound yen. Okay. If you have any further question, guys, do not hesitate to ask me. Of course, I will be glad to answer you if you have any questions. If you don't have any questions, okay. Okay, I don't see any questions. So basically, that is all which I prepared for you guys. Let's see how this week will behave. But also, guys, as you know, I am not a clairvoyant. I am not a prophet. I have my little bit of crystal ball here, but I cannot tell you that you should really take trades now. I still repeating, which have big risk. This is not time to risk big. There will be time when you can grow your account with a bigger risk. Now this is not the time. Okay? Every single mention of a deal will spike euro dollar up. But pay attention to 1470 because that is a very important level to look for. If something unexpectedly happens, which I really don't think it could happen, exit, a real exit, not a rumor that Greece will exit, but a real deal, well, that can be a huge, huge sell into the market. But I'm not sure. Still, I think that the deal will be done, and guys, be very careful. Do you think cable will drop only after Tuesday closure? I think FOMC meeting will tell us that they will possibly have a rate hike in September. So in September, there could be a rate hike, but not before that. So I don't think, maybe we can use that to buy into dips. Okay. No rate hike before September is my opinion. Okay. Dollar yen, last question for today. Dollar yen analysis. Yes, we could do dollar yen analysis. It's clear for me. That is why I didn't use any setups. This is range play, okay? This is range play, guys. There is also a master candle here, which has been broken with a small momentum here. Well, this is not tradable, really. Daniel, this is not tradable because this is just up, down, buy 123.10, sell 123.80. So this is up, down, nothing to be seen on dollar yen, okay? The pair is waiting for FOMC, so dollar yen will be volatile during and after FOMC. We don't want to trade during FOMC unless we already have some trades going on. That is one of the reasons I'm telling you guys, use low risk, because if you're in a trade and some big news such as news data release such as FOMC is happening, then you can see some big drawdown. But if you use a low risk, then your drawdown would not be big, definitely. Okay, always pay attention to money management. So thank you for listening, guys. I will be here with you soon. Pay attention to Twitter, to Admiral Markets website, Forex Factory, and Forex Street. I update regularly each day. So let's see what this ring will bring us. Thank you for listening and talk to you soon, guys. Cheers.